Hi, this is Abe Wesley. I'm that Annie who tells it like a TI is. When I was scrolling down my Twitter line on Tuesday night, I saw that June's Diary is supposed to be on this YouTube blogger's channel named Terrell. And so I decided to go and watch the live stream. I caught pieces of it here and there, but I did actually go back and rewatched the video yesterday, and it was like when I went on Twitter, and it's like when I went on Twitter yesterday, it's like the responses were so negative as far as the group of June's Diary, and I didn't like that. I mean, that's why I rewatched it, because I wanted to see what was all the negative backlash against June's Diary. And it really was some of Kelly Rowland's fan base. And I was so glad the Rolling Stones were saying that they were a part of Kelly Rowland's fan base, and they were not. They didn't even bash June's Diary in any way, shape, or form. But it was her other fan base of Kelly Rowland's Nation. And I mean, the girls just answered Terrell's question, and they did it in a very clean and professional way when asked about Kelly. Even though Crystal, who used to be in Rich Girls, was the one who initially answered the question, then Brianna chimed in a little bit, and then Ashley just left it off and saying, well, you know how sometimes when parents send their kids to college, the kids have to learn how to find their way on their own. I mean, the only thing that Crystal said was that, you know, in the beginning they thought that they were going to have more input from Kelly, and then when they realized that that was not going to be the case, they just went on and decided to try to figure things out for themselves. That was not bashing Kelly or harming Kelly or doing anything. And she also said that they also realized that Kelly had other things that she was doing, and she wanted to do her own stuff, and there was no shot to her. But it was like it was such a negative attitude toward June's Diary, Kelly Rowland's Nation, and it was like Kelly Rowland's Nation and one of June's Diary fans were going back and forth on the internet, and I was saying that's such a shame, because the majority of Kelly Rowland fans do like June's Diary, and it's a shame that these girls have been struggling for almost 2.5-3 years now, and the census or the co-census or the census is there's no room for girl groups, don't nobody want any groups anymore. That's not it. They don't want black talented girl groups. They want this machine driven stuff like BTS and BTS and some Asian group called Pink. And what makes me so mad is that they are auto-tuned, they are lip-synced, they are machine-owned, but the public is enjoying them. Oh, they are boy groups. They look like they got between 7 and 12 members in the group. But then when Kelly was trying to do Chasing Destiny with she had so many of her Hollywood friends tell her that you don't need no more than 3 or 4 girls in a group. Don't nobody want no group with 5 girls. But when you look at the BTS, and they have between 5 to 12 people in their group, nobody is complaining about them, how many members are in their group. The only person I saw who said something about them was Wendy Williams after the Billboard Awards. And it's like they want to promote these electric machine things. I think if you take all the auto-tune out and let them actually sing, I don't think BTS can sing. I really don't. I think it's a lot of auto-tune, a lot of other stuff. They're not cohesively talented like June's Diary. June's Diary can sing on a flip of a whip, and they know most of the songs. Even with the song association that went on in the video, they knew the majority of the songs, and if they didn't, they kind of hummed the songs, but the majority of the songs that they knew. And they was just telling that they were just telling their experience and their journey, and it was like people were saying that they were bashing Kelly and they were ungrateful. They were not ungrateful. They was just telling their part of the story as it played out. I'm so tired of some of these delusional Kelly Rowland fans. I'm a fan of Kelly Rowland too, but I know that Kelly Rowland is a human being and she's a person and she has faults just like everybody else. So I don't know why some of these fan bases are so delusional where their artists can do no wrong. And to me, that is wrong, because you can't hold a person up to a high pedestal when they are just human, just like everybody else, and they have their faults and they have their own stuff to go through too. And it's like every group has went through that. Even Sierra with her new music, she was saying how the record companies had held her back and told her songs were no good. And a lot of people are saying, well, June's Diary need a new management, or they need a management team. I agree that Frank needs some help. But I'm looking at, if they're an independent label, and they're struggling trying to find money and finances, it's hard for them to put out a record or an album or something like that. But they do need a team. I mean, if Frank knows a colleague or a person that's willing to help them, that's in marketing and promotion, get them. Brianna says she has a background in business, and she might have to do two heads. She might have to work as a group, write. She might have to work as a group, write and sing, also help with the marketing and promotion. There is a way that they can promote themselves, just by keep on doing YouTube videos with certain YouTubers and get themselves out there. If they have any family members or anybody that's in the business that can help them out and stuff like that, because it is time for June's Diary to pop off, and hopefully their new album will be a wake-up call for a whole lot of people, and maybe they'll get more fans. But I think the fans are waiting for the new album, and I just hope that they have a real song that's gonna pop off, that's gonna make them be noticed by the nation and the world, and stuff like that. And I'm A. Wesley, that ain't who tells it like it is. I am out.